What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to season 2 of Room 24.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Abby.
And this episode, we're going to start it off right with the day of love.
Or the day of lust, because not everybody's in love, bitch.
Or a day to just fuck, whatever. Pick your choosing. It's Valentine's Day special, bitches, roomies.
So we're going to start y'all off by taking a shot just like we did it consistently throughout all of season 1. I honestly don't want to be a part of this because I'm not really a drinker like that.
Please stop saying that because this was a tradition you came up with.
Okay, what I meant to say is I'm a lightweight. So let's just put that out there right now.
Okay.
So without further ado, let's take this fucking shot to season 2.
Season 2. Back and better than ever.
Oh my god. We don't have any chasers, huh?
That is actually real strong. So, ladies and gents, we're here to talk to you guys about Valentine's Day and everything that surrounds it. Because what perfect way to start season 2 when it's Valentine's Day is right up the fucking corner this week. So if you haven't gotten shit, you need to do that.
Do you have a Valentine?
Yes.
Did he like formally ask you to be your Valentine, or did he just kind of like expect you to be his Valentine?
Actually, now that we're thinking about this, like, Antoine didn't ask me to be his Valentine.
Boo.
Now that I'm thinking about this, like, obviously we've talked about it, like, oh, I'm like, can't wait to get you your gift. But now I'm thinking about it, like, he has not asked me to be his Valentine. So if you're watching this, Antoine, I'm going to need you to ask.
You got a few days to ask her.
Yeah. A few days formally ask me to be your Valentine.
Yeah, I've always wondered that. Like, if you're with someone, do they just automatically think that's your Valentine? Do you still have to ask? Like,
last year I did. Like, I left like a Starbucks gift card in his car, and I wrote in like a little note card.
That's the way to do it. Because what the fuck? Like, I feel like if I was with someone and they didn't ask me, it's kind of like, I'm not your Valentine, bitch. Like, you gotta ask me to be your Valentine.
Yeah, it's free game. I think people that are in relationships, though, they automatically assume they're each other's. But I still feel like to keep the romance and cuteness alive, like, you should definitely still ask.
And she asked you last year, Antoine, what the fuck are you doing? Slipping up.
Yeah.
So,
fucking better.
That's coming out of your Valentine's gift.
Yeah. You're not getting shit this year unless I'm getting a question.
Yeah, let us know down below in the comments if you guys expect your significant other to still ask you. Because honestly, I'm saying yes, like 100%.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like guys that watch this, though, are going to be like, no, I already know you're mine. Bitch. Just like the whole, why don't you ever call me pretty? Well, I think you're pretty. You know what I mean? I feel like guys' thought process is like, you should already know, And nothing's wrong with that, but like women still like to feel like you want them without having you to say.
I think they just get too comfortable, and that's like one thing that I've always like told myself that I kind of wouldn't do. Like, I'm just gonna keep that like little cute shit because I'm so extra.
Yeah,
like
same.
I love to do all that extra shit. I like to go above and beyond for mine. So like I'm gonna try to keep that alive as much as I can, if that makes sense.
It does. And I feel like so if you feel like you should or shouldn't ask someone to be your Valentine, whether you're dating or not, if you don't ask them, my next thing is, well, we're not Valentine's, so is just fucking good enough for Valentine's? Like, is fucking a valid present for Valentine's Day? Is pussy a valid present?
Is pussy a valid gift for any holiday?
Right. You didn't ask me, so like maybe I'm just gonna give you pussy this year.
Right.
That's it.
You might not even get shit. You didn't ask me, so.
Right.
But I honestly feel like pussy is a gift, and it isn't at the same time. Like, it shouldn't be the only gift.
Yeah.
But obviously, like, at the end of the day, it's gonna end in some fucking, because we grown.
Yeah, every day you should cherish the vagina that you have or the penis that you have. But
honestly, good dick is hard to come across. Like,
good dick will make you stay.
Yeah, and
even
like
if it's toxic,
it's like there could be good dick, but it's like, I'm talking about good dick. Like, good dick is hard to come across. Like, the type of people who actually be like taking their time to kind of like,
have you ever cried during sex?
Bitch, I just tweeted that, and yeah, like once.
Oh, really?
Yes, I literally was asking if anybody's ever cried during sex.
Yeah, I definitely have. Not like full on, like, I've like definitely like, you know, when you
it's
feel
not,
that wetness just go down your.
It's not even like you're crying because you're sad. It's almost like you're crying because that shit feels so good that you're like, this cannot be fucking real right now.
Like,
at least
so
for
good.
me. Yeah.
Because
like,
sometimes it hurts, but it's like good. You know what I mean? Like if
no.
they're going so hard.
I'm like, no. Like, yes, but no. I feel like I kind of have a high pain tolerance, and I kind of like that shit.
No,
like,
I do too.
I like the aggressiveness sometimes to a certain extent, because some people be doing the fucking most. And
yeah, you could be crying. They're going to be like, maybe I should stop. No, it's a cry of pleasure.
No, but no, yeah. It's only happened once, and I feel like it probably won't happen again, to be completely fucking honest.
It may.
You
never know. Not. But you'll remember it for sure, because crying doesn't happen often.
Exactly. I feel like, back to what we were saying, guys are going to absolutely be on our fucking head about this and say that pussy is not a gift.
Yeah.
Because it goes back down to us, kind of like, would we take dick as a gift and be okay with it? Like, if that's all we got.
If my man just gave me dick and nothing else, I would be like, does this man think that it's like just every other
regular ass day? Now I feel that. I mean, I think it should definitely end with some good dick, but I mean, I feel like the cute little gestures are always kind of like nice.
Something.
Yeah, I'm not a very materialistic person, but like I do appreciate the gifts.
Yeah, same. Yeah. And I'm more of like a thoughtful person. I definitely feel like all that, like, not just buying me like a purse or whatever, but like just like, you know, make me think or do something, like a scavenger hunt.
Make me feel special, motherfucker. Yeah. Like, damn.
Go outside the box.
I think that's where a lot of guys are kind of like clueless. Like, they really think we want like expensive ass shit. And yeah, even though it might be nice sometimes, it's like the little things do fucking go a long way.
Yeah.
Like, at least for me. Like, every time I get flowers, I have not ever thought of a time where I got flowers and it didn't make me happy.
Yeah.
And flowers are like $10. Like, if y'all don't got $10 and y'all shouldn't
like
be fucking
20.
Y'all shouldn't be fucking thinking about dating anybody, cuz
yeah, I mean, there are girls out there and men who like materialistic shit, but I feel like
there's nothing wrong with that. Like, let's just get that out of it.
And there are people who prefer materialistic over thoughtful. Like, they like things, and that's fine. But I feel like even just making the smallest gesture, it doesn't. If you spent $10 on it, but it had the thought behind it, then like whatever, I'm sold. You know. Yeah. So, pussy, in conclusion, probably isn't a valid gift, but some people out there probably think it is. And I'm sorry for you guys.
It's not the only gift that should be given, is what I think you're trying to say.
Yeah. If it is the only gift, are you still in a relationship? Have things worked if you feel like sex is the only answer for your holiday?
Yeah, that's definitely not going to cut it for a lot of people.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So in conclusion, for all you broke, stingy bitches, pussy is not a gift. Like, y'all gotta offer a little more than just pussy, because that shit ain't cutting it. I don't give a fuck how wet your pussy is. I don't give a fuck how great that shit is. It is not a gift.
Or the freakiest you are.
Right.
Unless you're doing some like extravagant planned out shit, like you're dressing up as like his wildest fantasy, then maybe, because you like put time into your costume or some shit and you pop out in some crazy shit, then maybe it could like pass. But
I don't even know like what. I wouldn't really be mad if dick was the only gift I got, but if it was like some whack dick, I'm for sure gonna be feeling some type of way.
I'll probably leave. Like, I wouldn't stay the night.
Bitch, especially if like it's Valentine's Day, so you know you're gonna have to like fake that shit and make it seem like it's some great shit when it's really
call
not.
Valentine number 2.
Yeah. I feel like it's so common for women and men too, because I've heard some crazy shit to like fake an orgasm, because I know I've definitely done it. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I know I've had a good amount of times where I had to like fake that shit.
I feel like, yeah, honestly, like I haven't even like, I feel like I didn't even experience like good orgasms until like later on in life, and I have faked many to the point where I'm just like, I'm ready to be over, or like I'll get bored easily too. So like,
and I think that's what comes back down to not a lot of guys having good dick. So when there is good dick and y'all be questioning us why the fuck we're acting so crazy and why we're so fucking toxic, maybe it's y'all fault. Maybe y'all are just laying down the pipe so fucking good that it causes us to act fucking crazy.
I definitely feel like sex chemistry is a big thing as to why people stay. Like even if you even if you know you're not good together, if the sex is good, you'll still keep fucking. Like that's just the way we've thought. But I have faked multiple orgasms to get over with that shit. Even in a relationship, like not even just hooking up. Like I've faked an orgasm in relationships just because like. Yeah.
Did you ever tell him? Like, did you ever hint at it?
No, but you know when like the relationship's kind of over,
it's going like downhill.
Yeah, like
you're kind of checked out.
Yeah, you check out. Like I feel like you mentally check out before you physically check out.
Do you think because you're checked, like emotionally checked out, like the sexual chemistry is not really there anymore, or?
It could be because like I feel like emotionally, if my needs aren't satisfied, then like. I mean, physically, you could still be fine, and I could still fuck you, but like...
But you know, the crazy part is I've had guys who I've came across where I'm like, I don't really care for you. Like, you're cool to be around, don't really care for you, but the sex is great.
Yeah, no, the relationship types are different. Like, if you're just fucking and you're friends with benefits, I'm already not going to attach the extra strings to that. Like, I'll just fuck. But, like, if I'm in a relationship... And you're still obviously attractive. Like, you didn't get uglier. But, like, if I'm in a relationship and, like, we emotionally are not working.
Yeah.
Because I'm so tied to you emotionally, then, like, my body is not going to react to you the same way. Like, I'm not going to be aroused to you by the same thing. You know?
Makes sense,
different relationships, like, have different reactions.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I just feel like I've had a fair share of both where it's like I've had guys who I don't really care about, but the sex is great. And then there's guys who I do care about and I'm trying to make it work, but the dick is just not up to par.
You gotta teach people that don't know how to give you sex right, but like
I honestly accidentally once was like fucking with some little light skinned guy, cause I feel like it's always the light skinned guys who be talking hella shit about, oh, I can do this and I can do that, and then honestly, he was that kind of person.
He was talking meet the standards they were talking about.
No, he was definitely the kind of person who kept talking about his dick and this, whatever. So I was low key expecting some extravagant motherfucking A1 dick, and then when it came down to it, one. Not only was it not, like, it was embarrassingly small. And two, it was just so bad. I wanted to cry, but not because it was good, but because I wanted it to end. Like, it was really bad.
Side note, bad dick. Like, because, you know, like, when you're with somebody and you actually vibe with them, like, you might be willing to, like, teach each other. Because I've had guys teach me things like, oh, I like this instead of this. And, like, I'll take to that. But, like, there's some things in this world that, like, you can't teach, and that's size. And, like, size doesn't matter if you know how to stroke. But let me tell you, I used to talk to this one guy. His dick was so small that I would only fuck him if I had, like, come back home, like, drinking with my girl. Yeah, like, I hadn't, like, that sounds so bad, but, like,
nah, it'd be like that.
He didn't know how to use it himself, but on top of that, since he didn't know how to use himself and it was small, it was, like, I literally felt like there was nothing. Like, I was almost, like,
fucking the air.
Myself. Like,
right.
Like, I could have
like, you could have done better than that.
Right, yeah, and it was just so... horrible, and I'm sorry if he ever listens to this.
I don't give a fuck if he's listening. You know your shit was back, because I accidentally, this is what I was gonna say, I accidentally was thinking out loud and I said that shit to him, and he said, like, we had just got done fucking or whatever, and I was like just sitting there like mad because, like, you know when you just don't get the dick you're expecting, you're just kind of like salty about that shit. Yes. So I'm sitting there and he's like all happy and shit trying to cuddle, and I'm like, bro, like, this is like the third time you've done that shit this week. Like, all right, the first time, all right, that's cool. Like, we're just getting to know each other's shit. So, you know, whatever. Then the second time, same thing. I was so pissed. Third time, he's sitting there all happy and shit, trying to cuddle. And he was like talking about like it was so good. And then I think I said like, he was like, oh yeah, that shit was so good. And I was like, to you. Or like I said some dumb shit, but I didn't mean to say it out loud. And he's like, what? What'd you say? And then he got so mad. We were arguing about it. Tried telling him like it just ain't it. Like we need to change shit up. We need to do something different. And he was just really pissed about it. Like he was convinced that like his dick was great. And I was just like, but it's not. So
I feel
fix
like
it.
Men's egos are hurt really bad if like a woman tells him that he's not good in bed, because they're so like their masculinity in relationship is based on like sex half the time.
And I wasn't even trying to bash him. Like I didn't even come at him in no crazy way. It was how he was responding to it. Like he was getting mad, he was yelling, and I just was like, all right, bro. It just is what it is. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna let you know right now, your shit's whack. Fix it. Do something about it, or like I'm out. Like fix it.
Yeah. I feel like that just goes to show that, like, you know, men will always be like, pussy is pussy, and that's not true. I don't feel like pussy is pussy and dick is dick. It's really not. Because if you don't know anything about what you're doing, then...
Just if there's no sexual chemistry, period, like, I don't know how we're gonna work out. Because I'm telling you, besides that, like, everything was, like, cool. Like, we got along pretty well. Like, everything was straight, but the sexual chemistry wasn't there. And I just, because of that, it kind of almost made me like not even want to be around him, if that makes sense. And he was a really attractive guy too, which made it even worse, because I'm like, you look good but you can't fuck, so I don't want to be around you no more.
But a lot of people I've noticed in like my past experiences that are like hella fine, like super fine, and you would think they do, don't do.
It's the medium ugly guys, y'all. That's where it's at. Medium ugly.
Like they have to make up for like that sounds so bad. All people are beautiful, but I feel like because they already have like if he's a model or something, he already has the clout of like saying knowing he's beautiful, and he already has a blown up head. Not just him, but like women too. Like they feel like because they're already ahead of the game in looks and
like
stuff,
they ain't really gotta do shit.
Yeah, like they already look fine in bed. They do whatever. Yeah. But it really is like people who don't see themselves as like.
But no, that is fucking true, bitch, because the guys that like, you know, and there's like certain guys you give a chance that you normally wouldn't give them a chance.
Yeah.
They be supplying great dick. Like, cause they be trying because they know that like normally they ain't really gonna like, it's gonna sound fucked up, but like they know that normally they wouldn't be able to like really fuck with somebody like you. Yeah. So they try extra hard. That's why I'm okay with like fucking with regular, degular, normal as medium ugly.
But what if guys do that when we're like, damn, why are you with her? Like this is the girl you talk to. Maybe that, but like, what if that's what they're thinking?
The pussy's fire
because she's regular and she's like, damn, I got me a fine ass man, you know.
And it ain't even all about the looks. Honestly, I'll take like personality, and I've taken like funny guys over fine guys so many different times. So, because sometimes like it goes back down to that same person. He was fine as fuck, the dick was whack, and on top of that, like his personality was just trash. Yeah, like trash as fuck. Like he was boring. Like it was just really boring. Like
I take personality over looks too.
Yeah,
and I have
100%.
But oh, I didn't mean right now.
I was like, okay, bitch.
I meant like in general. That sounded fucked up, babe. You're beautiful.
Yeah, but no, and this isn't even just us referring to like us to men. It's also like I feel like men feel the same way about bitches. Like
no,
it's the same thing for them.
I feel like they do too.
But so, like just like some bitches are dumb, men are dumb. Because I feel like a lot of guys will take a bitch who looks good over a bitch who will like. Who's not that like she's average, medium, ugly type shit.
Yeah,
but treats him right.
Good on the arm,
right?
Yeah, I feel like that happens too. So, do you think then, like, if their personality is like good and the other guy's dick's good, but his personality's trash, if you're single, do you think it's cool to have multiple Valentines just to like keep all of them around?
I think it's gonna have to come down to like. Who is asking me, because at the end of the day, I know a lot of y'all bitches are gonna hate me for this, but we're keeping it real season 2, baby. So everything that you see on social media when like people post like, oh, like bitches always have the one person, like bitches always have like 3 guys, like the one they're always gonna go back to, the one they want to fuck with right now, and like somebody who's like always playing hard to get or whatever the fuck, like all that dumb shit you see. Yes, it's true. We always got a backup plan. Like,
I feel like people like this world,
I'm sorry, we're gonna put it out there. We always got a backup plan. So let's say
men too.
They do. That's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't just us. Like, when we're talking about shit generically, it's not just about us. Like, men be doing this shit too. Y'all just ain't as slick as us. But let's say I'm saying, like, if my backup man were to ask me to be his Valentine, I'm gonna say yes. And then let's say old dude who I'm currently fucking with asked me to be his Valentine, it's also going to be a yes. So, would I have multiple Valentines?
Hell yes.
Do I have multiple Valentines? No. But I'm just saying.
If I was single, I mean, this generation is so fucked up with dating and stuff. It's like, oh, we're talking, but you can't talk to anybody
What the
else.
fuck is talking? We're getting rid of that shit in 2021 because what the fuck is
and
talking?
Then if you haven't said you're exclusive with talking, the one person can talk to another person, but the other person gets mad. It's all this other stuff. If you're dating, that means you were not in a relationship. Dating like means you're solely just dating around to see who you like. Like that's what dating used to mean, was I could go on a date on Tuesday with somebody else. I'm dating somebody else on Friday. Like that is what the old tradition of dating means. So if I'm single, yes, I'm gonna have fucking multiple dates and I'm gonna play the field and see whichever one pans out.
The crazy part is, now that I'm thinking about it, if I did have multiple Valentines, I'm trying to think like how I would juggle 2 or 3 or however many it is that I have at the same time. Like, would I do brunch with one of them and then do dinner with the other one? But like, how would you possibly come across to like tell them? Like, would you tell them straight up like, oh, I got somebody else to go out with later on? Or are we just gonna like try to play it off like, I don't know, like I'd kind of be in a pickle about that shit. Because I don't really like to lie to people, so I don't even know, like...
You don't have to lie, you just omit from saying, like, you don't gotta bring it up.
I just be like, oh, I gotta do some shit later. Because I'm not lying when I'm saying that, because I do got shit to do later.
Yeah. I definitely feel like you could say that. Like, if you're not dating and we haven't established anything serious, like, oh, I'm talking to you, you're talking to me, just all the other shit, then I do not feel like I need to tell you anything. Because I am not yours.
I like that.
And I don't expect that from the other person. For all I know, he could be taking another bitch out at 7 p.m. and we just went to lunch at 3. Like, you're not mine. I'm not yours. But I got something from you. It's Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. When I was single, I feel like when you're single, you just got to do what you want. I truly believe that. Like, people have all these rules to being single now.
Yeah, it's either like we're together or we're not. Like, I don't give a fuck. And the talking stage shouldn't last longer than like 3 months. I feel like after 3 months, like you should kind of know what the fuck you want. I'm not saying jump into a relationship right away, but after 3 months, you should establish whether you're only fucking with that person or you're doing your own thing, and you let that shit be known. So both people are on the same page, because what you're not going to do is make me look goofy.
Yeah, I've been caught in that. Like, I've been in the talking stage for like a year before.
Bitch, we were just talking about this. Like, nobody should be in the talking stage for a year. And everybody in the room who was like throwing their 2 cents in all said they've been in the talking stage for about a year. Like, or they've had a situation where they were in the talking stage with somebody for a year. Right. Like, myself included. That shit isn't... Like, what? No, that shit don't even make sense now that I look back at it.
If you see the potential of dating this person or not. Mm-hmm. I just feel like you're at that point, you're stringing them along because you want your cake and eat it too. And you can't. And I fucked up being in a situation like that because there were so many gray areas. Like, oh, what can I do? Can I not do? He says I'm not his girlfriend, but he doesn't want me to do this. Yeah. Like, fuck that. I'm not talking to anyone for that long.
And it's always the guys that are like super adamant about like, oh, you better not be talking to other dudes type shit, that are the ones talking to other bitches at the same time. Yeah. So it's like, it's y'all giving yourself away.
That are insecure about what you're doing that are doing this shit.
I don't give a fuck though. Me personally, whether I'm talking to other people or not, I'm gonna let you know you better not be talking to other bitches, or it's that ass and you're gonna die.
Period. You're gonna die.
All right, guys, and just like we did in season 1, we're gonna keep shouting out our small businesses because we do appreciate the small businesses. And this week, we are going to go with one of my good friends, Bianca. She does nails. If you guys are looking to get your nails done, go over to Bangin' Bebs on Instagram. We'll put it down below. We'll put it in the description box. If you guys want to get your nails done, hit her up. Super sweet, super dope.
We'll also be starting to post small businesses on our social media platforms every Saturday as well. So in case you didn't see it in our episode, you'll see it on our social media.
Yeah. Let's keep supporting small businesses too. Like this year, I'm definitely going to start tapping in more to the small businesses rather than these companies who don't give a fuck about us.
Yeah. All 2021. Help these small businesses grow in the pandemic.
All right, guys. So if you enjoyed it, make sure to keep watching our other episodes that we have yet to come. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next Thursday.
Happy Valentine's Day, horse.